Mm-hmm. Oh, get them coin, that VC. Mm-hmm. I tend to agree with you, big dog. I get up, I play a half and get up by 25 and quit out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said you like 2 million fans away from 25 million to be the face of Jordan. Boy, I got like 11 million.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans
No, I think you
Saints.
get more because you still be getting stats and stuff, so you'll get them off of what the rest of your performance.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over
Mm-hmm.
500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Really? You must have told them to target him in free agency. Oh, word?
Throwing on first down. Chandler. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Chandler. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
On third down, Chandler. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
I don't know what that was, bro.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Yeah, he really is.
Let's rock now. That's it. 180. Hey. What is it?
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, they'll continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Marshall, the intended receiver. Unfortunately for him, if last week was
that boy taking his time.
At some point last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think.
Who? Marcus Cousins. They say he ain't got no market, man.
After what they saw on tape.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll run him here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, where the ball
Was
comes
Reddick
free,
on the Lakers radar?
Lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate.
Oh shoot! I hit the wrong button.
One that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception.
Yeah,
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a must.
He can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You gonna see me in your Gun. Check the backer, check the backer.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
But didn't get there, J. Cole.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run forward with Marshall.
You didn't get there, J. Cole.
Stop them on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Mosi, 89.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Chandler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw. Chandler. It's caught. Nelson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
I was looking at the one in Salt Lake City.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Because you remember I said something about old dude at the game. I said the joke at the game.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers now.
The Grizzlies played yesterday and Ja didn't play.
Start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
I don't know why he ain't playing. That joke wasn't out there, so I ain't really paid no attention to it since he wasn't out there.
Up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Check. 4 down. Hey. Here we go. Check it, boss. Check the call.
On 1st down, Newton buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Excuse me. There you go, right there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving
Nah, it changed the last 2 years.
The next guy can get there and make
when they brought out that garbage
no matter the situation,
frostbite engine.
Won the battle.
It changed
Now
again.
onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Watch 14. Watch 14. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Detroit! Detroit!
Yeah, they the
From
graphic.
the gun, Chandler. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the
What'd you
rudimentary
say?
math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of
Heck
play
no.
calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
I will.
To throw on 2nd down, Chandler. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Operating from the gun, Chandler. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we
don't
say
know.
it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First
Yep.
down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, Chandler being chased out left. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Watch him now, Barney!
That junk's so corny, dog.
Throwing again, Chandler. Oh, he stays up, fights loose, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check. Motion to backfield.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Chandler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line.
That tackle rating is way too big, bro.
10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Off-play action. Newton. He's going to loft one deep over them. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina.
What happened?
KD Cannon, 79 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple.
That's one of the toughest teams to play, bro.
Nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9.
No, he wouldn't, because he wouldn't get the stats he getting.
Into the end zone for the touchdown.
He wouldn't get the stats he getting if he played it on that.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a methodical drive last time. But
nah, that joker would be able to score out there.
What they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't
put it on Hall of Fame and play a half.
And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've had.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
Face of Jordan.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton sliding out of the pocket, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
He should have fumbled.
He's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Play action. It's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep. And Cook
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean,
you playing on rookie, man.
You want some explanations.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Chandler forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Chandler. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Great. Sit. 180.
Newton.
Top 5 dead or alive.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey. 3 down.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Rick, B2L your #1 lead, big dog.
And he'll take
I
this
said
one here.
B2L your number one
Call
lead.
at the 26-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Sharks got it left side. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, you see it, something.
On 1st and 10, Chandler. Dancing to his left. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, Chandler. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Man, dude live in Texas. He picked that up while he was in Texas.
As they come up on 1st and goal.
Your boy done went to Texas to pick up some bad habits.
From the gun, Chandler. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Man, probably think it's
McManus
cold,
able to
man.
put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And for this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Single, slop. Hey, you're running up. Hey. Get him, you got him. Hey, swing.
A final shot before the break. Newton flushed out right, and that is incomplete here. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick.
That drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the 50, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. K.D. Cannon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt.
You know they hung out when they went when D. Frank with the
And
Dicks.
you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense.
What's going on in here?
Struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket.
What's up?
For these types
Man,
of
that's pass
situations,
interference.
what can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other and pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Boy, that nigga, he came up to me so humble, bro. That boy had his eyes to the ground, head bow while walking toward him. Boy, couldn't do nothing but feel like a friend, man.
Throwing on first down, Chandler.
Boy, anything else would have resulted in a smack to the face, boy, I tell you.
First down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch him now, Barney.
Second down, Chandler. Going down the middle.
Nah, I was going to smack him with my bathroom selfie, that's all. That's all I was going to do with the duck lips.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So, Chad, you ain't going to say nothing about your man's bathroom pick, bro?
First and 10 at the 40.
Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, no, bro. Somebody got to be looking after this man. Go to the whatever the blog called these days.
Operating from the gun.
2K blog. Clarence posted a pick in there, bro. Nigga was looking like he just bought a the other one looked like he just bought a Happy Meal.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses
Boy, I
his
see
hands.
that. I was like, that nigga.
Martial arts stuff that a lot
I
of
said, that
people
nigga looking too happy. He drunk.
paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Throwing right, and that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. And then
I'm gonna
breaks it
take
off,
my
usually
horse
after
to the
about
Old
3 to
Town
4
Road,
steps,
bro.
and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice run.
Detroit!
Boy, we got that Madden on deck, good gracious. Y'all got that Madden yet?
Hey, who took a bathroom selfie?
Clarence, you didn't see that?
With his,
Well, there have been a ton of sacks that we've been trying to prevent another.
with his screenshot shirt off.
The conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Chandler. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see...
Did she suck your dick, though? That's all we want to know.
The extra time that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
You had the same clothes on?
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. With that mistake, they only need 1 yard.
And that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that could make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They fake the give. Newton escaping the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Not 25.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson.
Got you, Jason.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
It was.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Watch it now, Barney.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Plus formation. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. He's coming.
Looking to throw. Chandler. Flushed out right. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back to throw. Chandler letting one go deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gun.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down.
You gonna be able to keep up with the lead, bro?
From the gun, Chandler. Buying time to his left. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going
you gotta
for
be
14
scheduled.
and also going for a 1st down.
Yeah, you gotta be proactive.
On 1st down, Chandler. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Chandler. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Come on, bro.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw on 3rd down, Chandler, and the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Chandler lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chandler. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Carolina getting set to take the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set. 180. Me and you all day. All day.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight end to the left. Tight end left. 8. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. To the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Newton. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back.
Man, trade Ben Simmons to the Lakers for cool. I will take it.
Center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll be brought down.
He ain't but in his 3rd year, though.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around.
Yeah, that's the thing with him, dude. Won't even take a shot.
Well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And
that boy be in the gym all day shooting jumpers and get in the game, won't even take one.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Especially at Markel Fultz, bro.
Throwing on first down. Chandler, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just
that boy pump faking at the free throw line.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
It's mental with him, dog.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the Panthers coming out now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw. Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, Newton being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Time for a break. This one all over but the shot.
I got the shoes, but I don't know how to create them. Nah, bro, I got the signature shoe.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's face it,
bro, they came in there and showed me the shoe. It was a 2K shoe.
Get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Is what?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Vic Beasley in there.
Nah, bro.
It's
the signature shoe.
He's gone down.
Nah, it's the Jordan signature shoe.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Chandler.
What the?
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
On 1st and 10, Chandler. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Mike 29. Gun!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Chandler. Forced out to his left. Staying on his feet.
You ain't gonna get back on Rainbow?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I'm gonna get the new 2
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
He ain't like it.
To throw on 3rd down.
I play regular games.
He'll rifle this one deep.
We used to play it all the time.
Inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days
I like playing
gone
with
by in
real
the
teams.
NFL,
I don't want to
you
play
might have
team
asked, is
players.
this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And he's going to have to eat this one.
Throw the ball.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Pass protection has been a problem all night long.
You've been there at them in the game, but not the
2nd
part.
and a bundle.
Gun! Over!
Super good.
Ship! Hot!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Watch him now, Barney!
Man, he
telling
going
me
to the
that
Raptors. He was playing chess. Lakers not getting no free agents now, bro.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Polo just said, Brian, washed up. He needs to wow.
And it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee
He's
you,
sarcastic. Anything he say about LeBron is sarcasm, bro.
Talking about is we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the
I'm
next
sorry,
one?
that boy-
It's a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Looking to throw. Chandler. And it's caught.
Polo
And he'll be
speaking
brought
facts.
down here at the 3-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.
My division, man. I'm going to need that